in that automatic. Make sure your gear selector's all the way back in the manual mode so those paddles are activated. Remember, we're striving for precision here. We want to be very accurate. Don't just try to go fast. Try to do the right technique, and if you're doing that, you will be going fast. So make sure we're really concentrating on the process, balancing the car, gathering information from out in the distance so we can make good decisions. Hitting our mark, wait until the turn-in comes before you turn, balancing with the brakes into the corner. We're going to come to a stop here, Thomas, and let the other groups gather up here, and then we'll roll out onto the track. So that driving position is very important. Hands at 9 and 3. Make sure we maintain that all the way around the circuit. I'll remind you on the shift points here, first couple laps. Try not to make up your own shift points. All right, let's work our way out onto the track, gentlemen. And up to third gear for the manual, fourth gear for the automatic. Get your videos going if you haven't already. All right, Thomas, get to the turning cone before we change direction. Get the car turned so we can unwind as we leave the apex and work our way out to the left. There's automatic up to 5th on the main straight, manual's up to 4th. Everybody down 1 gear for turn 1. Now look through the corner here, Thomas. Look for the turning cone up there on the right, or on the left side there, so we can accelerate to that point, and then feather the throttle. Just gently back out of the throttle, keep your feet steady in the corner, and then we accelerate out of the corner, just coming out to the middle, and everybody up a gear. A long way into this corner. Keep that nose down, keep the car turning, get on the curb. On the curb. All right, now accelerate out, and the manual's upshift to 4th when you reach the exit curve. And everybody back to 3rd gear before we enter turn 4. Now look ahead to turn 5 here, Thomas. We're not even in turn 4. We should already be looking for the braking area for 5, because we don't have a lot of time to plan for that. So unwind out all the way to the right, look to the other end of the straight. Accelerate hard, up to 4th gear, everybody on the interstate. Before you turn left. Look along the left side of the road here, Thomas. Find the turning cone up here on the left. Accelerate until you get there. A little more spacing, gentlemen, a little more spacing. Now brush the brakes for every change in direction in the S's because we're trying to keep our momentum through them. Brush the brakes coming into apex. Look across to see the second apex so we can use our throttle steer, get to that apex. Come out of that corner in the middle of the road there and then go straight for a moment and then down the left. And do not ignore our turning cone here. Do not ignore the turning cone. Find out where we're going next so we can deal with that correctly. Now look through turn 2. Now turn 3. Overdrive the entrance to turn 3. Get the car onto the apex curve, and then we get the reward of accelerating down the hill and get ready for a good run towards 4. Accelerate back up to 4th on the interstate. Find the turning cone up there on the left. And then look through the S's. And remember, the only corner that's important in the S is the last right turn. So get over to the turning cone here so we have a good angle into 7th. Brush the brakes, turn sharper, accelerate to the entrance of 8. Now look across the infield here as you come up to turn 8. Find a second apex before you even enter the corner. As we come off turn 8, look down the left side, the turning zone for 10, and remember, do not turn until you get there. Every time at the left tire over the apex curve here at 10, and then all the way out to the left. All right, looking pretty good there. Thomas, over to the right, if you would, please. And we're going to have Bill, Tom, and Peter. Bill, Tom, and Peter. And remember, folks, if you hear that PPM kicking in, if you feel that vibration from the throttle, that means you're just being way too aggressive on the throttle. The computer is trying to keep you from throwing it into the desert. So roll into the throttle. Do not treat it like a light switch. All right, accelerate here, Bill. Stay of the throttle through the corner. Get over to the apex. Look around the corner. Come out in the middle of the road. Accelerate and shift. Get the car to the apex, then we can accelerate down the hill with gravity pulling us off the corner. We'll force there at the exit curve for manual, and then everybody back to turn for turn 4 and 5. Just for the curve up here on the right here, Bill, so we can line up and brake from one end to the other. Look out the left window now, down the left, out down the straight there, find the straight, accelerate. Good, back up the fourth. Bill, look along the left side of the road, find the turning cone, accelerate to that point, rush the brakes. Now, just carry momentum through here. No increase or decrease in speed in the essence, but get set up for this last right-hander so we can accelerate through. Good, now be very, very patient turning. Light brakes, light throttle, steady steering position. Come out in the middle of the road, go straight for a moment, and then down the left side. Look for the turning cone. And scan the corner. Let your peripheral vision see the cone. Your eyes should follow the road. Transmission cars, make sure the clutch is up somewhere between the one board and turning cone. So we downshift near the end of the exit of the braking zone. Then roll into the throttle, accelerate out to the exit curve. Look ahead to turn 5 now. Plan your path over to the braking area as you're entering turn 4. Look down the inner straight, unwind out to the right. Accelerate hard up to 4. Already plan what you're going to do to enter the essence. And now start planning how you're going to deal with turn 7. So the first 2 corners here are totally unimportant. All we do is get in position for 7 so we can get lined up for an acceleration run up to 8. Alright, balance in 8. Be very patient to turn 8. Alright, look down the left side there. Find the turning cone. And start getting prepared for a nice run out onto the front straight. All right, nicely down there, Bill. I'm going to have you pull over to the right there. Good clean run. Tom K, followed by Peter and Thomas. We'll get everybody by here, and you'll tuck in at the back there, Bill. Looks like we got everybody. All right, Tom. Off we go here. Automatic transmission, 4th gear for turn 1 here. And then accelerate away from the corner up to the turning cone here. And then gently ease out of the throttle. Keep your speed steady in the corner. Don't jump the throttle. Just ease out smoothly and then roll back in. Accelerate down to 10. All right, back down to 4th for that automatic. Now, balance the brakes. Be very patient here. Get to the apex. Then on the curve. All right, got to the apex curve a little too early there. So we turn the wheel a little bit too rapidly. Make sure we're looking further around the corner, making those adjustments. Back to 3rd here. Look accelerate, unwind out to the right. Good, accelerate down the straight, back up to 4th gear. And leave it in 4th with that automatic. Look around the corner now. Visualize how we set up the S's. Push the brakes here now. Get ready for turn 7. That's all we're doing here. Getting over to the turning cone, brush the brakes, turn sharper, accelerate out, and now look across the infield to the second apex in turn 8 so we get a clear view of the entire corner. Alright, into the apex here, stay to the left. Nice and tight into the apex here, sweep out to the left side, off we go. The car on the apex, accelerate up to the entrance to 2. Throttle now, nice and patient through here, nice and patient. Now, be patient here, get the car to the apex, and then roll in full throttle, working your way down the hill, out to the exit curve. Back to 3rd for turn 4 and 5. So look around the corner, see where the road's going. Alright, good. Alright, nice and smooth. Look around the corner now. Visualize what we're going to do as we approach the S's. The road will be a little slippery in there with that dust devil that went across there, so just be aware the conditions might be a little different. Good, balance into the 8. Use that throttle steer here to get to that second apex to smoothly ease off the throttle. The car will tighten up. You can do that again in turn 9 here. Just ease off the throttle, the car will turn around the corner. And nice and tight onto the apex here. Come out near the end of the exit curve. Very nicely down there, Tom. Over to the right if you would, please. Slower way down. Very nice. All right, Peter, followed by Thomas and Bill. We're going to gather everybody up here, so we'll have Peter, Thomas, and Bill, and then Tom K. You'll tuck in at the back. Hey, couldn't see a car there. All right, Peter, off we go here. So you're in a manual 3rd gear for turn 1 here.
I'll let him get ahead of me a bit.
Balancing the car into the corner. Lift the apex and then out to the middle of the road as we accelerate away from the corner. Up to 4th gear and then on the brakes back to 3rd for turn 3. Watch your brake light go on all the way to the apex. The 4th there, Peter, with that manual, and then on the brakes, and everybody back to 3rd for turn 4 and 5. Now look ahead, the braking zone up here behind here, Peter, in the 4. Alright, and then look out the left side window, look down the inner straight as we go around turn 5. Accelerate hard, full throttle, up to 4th at about 5,000 RPM. Firm brakes and back to 3rd, 4th, turn 6 for the manual. Now ahead, look around the corner, see the turning cone here. Slowly along the left side. Now look through the S's. Find that turning cone here on the left. We have to start our last right turn next to the turning cone. So we have a good angle through the corner and we can accelerate. There you go, nice. Back to the impatient turning. Just get through here clean, nice and smooth, no drama. Look down from the side of the road to the turning cone. Into the apex, start turning in, unwind out to the left. Good, roll in, full throttle. That's got 4th gear for the manual. Nice firm pressure as we pull out the car down here, Peter. Yes, 3rd for that manual. Now look around the corner. See the turning cone up there on the left so we can accelerate to that point and then already start scanning through the corner. Back to the light throttle, keep your speed steady in the corner and then accelerate. that vibration? Go. A little closer to the curve would give you a little bit of make sure we're actually putting the right tires on that apex curve so you feel the texture and hear the vibration, hear the rumble. Alright, looking around the corner. See where we're going next. We need that information so we can start making our plans. Turn a little sharper to the right, accelerate away from 7 up to 8, and then back to being very patient. Steady speed, steady steering all the way through the corner.
Roll along back here. Straight. Balance, so you're prepared for turn 7. That's all we're doing here. First 2 corners, just transition, get in position. Start to cool down. Let's start a cool down lap right now. Nice and easy here as we work our way. And on this lap, I want you to practice that light braking to balance. So as we turn into the corners, brush the brakes just off to turn the brake lights on without slowing the car down. If you feel the car slowing down, you're pushing too hard on the brakes. So adjust that. That's a good way to calibrate that light braking. So we have a little challenge here for turn 3. When we start turning in at turn 3's turning cone, I want you to brush the brakes, visualize you're turning the brake lights on, and see if you can carry that light braking all the way to the apex without slowing the car down. That'll tell you if you're using that light braking at the correct pressure. So we'll eliminate the brake, you turn into the corner, get down to that apex. So that's the same pressure we use when we're going fast. That's just that very light touch as we change direction into the corner. So this is a good way to calibrate your foot on that pressure and get used to that at a little more relaxed pace. Do it again into turn 4 and 5. Yeah, when we're going slow like this, if you're pressing too firmly on the brakes, it's very obvious. So we want to calibrate our pressure on that pedal. And we'll do it again for turn 6. Light up those brake lights without slowing the car down. And then in the S's, the brake lights will be on and off 3 times because we changed direction 3 times. So light brake, back to light throttle. Light brake, back to light throttle to initiate each change in direction. And left turn signal on as we come around 7 and we'll head to the track exit. And we'll reduce our speed down to our 15-mile-an-hour paddock speed limit. And once we're on the paddock, that's a great place to remind yourself to stop your video recording so that we make sure we shut the video off before we turn the motor off. You can roll the windows down here so the cars don't get too